Hi, I'm Tony McSherry, one of the original creators of Author. Author offers a new method of creating interactive e-learning without programming. It can also be used to produce multimedia presentations, advertising, software simulations, games and quizzes, electronic kiosks, diagnostic tools, and websites. It provides you with the visible structure of your module and direct screen editing. Our generic term for an author production is a lesson. When Author starts, it'll display the last lesson you were editing or a new blank lesson. The lesson window displays the structure and content and floats on top of your lesson. You can start with a blank lesson or use one of the available templates. I'll create a new lesson and give it a name. But since I want to show you some author basics, I'll use a template. All the backgrounds and images as well as the text can be replaced in the new lesson. You can see the structure, a menu with 4 options, and when I click on the menu on the lesson window, the menu is displayed. It also has built-in navigation buttons and options for learning objectives and navigation help. Lessons are constructed using 3 basic structures: menu, sequential, and random. Sequential and random structures may be used to produce simple lessons such as presentations and tests. The menu structure is generally used for interactive e-learning. A menu presents information to the trainee as a number of options. Each option can in turn be another menu, generally called a submenu, or a sequential or random list of information and questions. A menu can be a simple list of buttons or a full-screen graphic with animation, sound, and video that can respond in different ways as the trainee moves their mouse pointer on the screen. The basic building block of these structures is called an element. An element can be many things. These include static screens, synchronized sequences of displayed text, graphics, and audio-video, a variety of question types with multiple responses, drag-drop, text, and mouse interactions. The process of constructing a lesson will involve creating a number of elements. Author provides a variety of predefined elements to make development easier. An element consists of 3 sections: information, interaction, and response. Each of these can be compared to the example of asking someone a question. When you ask someone a question such as, "What is this molecule?" and point to a diagram in a textbook, you're providing them with the information section of the question. In the information section of an author element, you would use appropriate text, images, sounds, or video to convey the information content of the question. In this example, we've specified a question title, question text, an audio file, and information text. There are no pauses in the list, so all the information will be placed on the screen for the trainee to see, and the voiceover will begin. The Interaction tab. After asking someone a question, you would then wait for their answer. In this example, they can select from multiple options. In the interaction section of an author element, you'll also wait for an answer, but in this case the trainee must interact with the lesson to provide an answer. You provide the various objects for the trainee to interact with, such as buttons or input fields. In this case, I'm using checkboxes. Note that you can select and group them directly, as well as select them in the list. The 3 correct answers are A, B, and D. And randomize interactions is set on, so the options will be randomized before displaying to the trainee. The final part of an author element is the response section. Here you respond to the answer given by the trainee. As with the information section, you can use any text, audio, images, or video to provide your response to the user. Most users expect something to happen when they interact with a lesson. The response section is where you decide what actions occur. The information, interaction, and response section come down to lists of actions. In Author, displaying text or images, playing audio or video, or pausing the lesson are referred to as actions. In the information and response feedback sections of an element, you fill in an action list in the order you wish each action to occur. An action list may be as short as containing only a text action, where you display the question text or some information, or it may be a complex sequence of text, images, special effects, sounds, videos, and pauses. So that's the structure of this lesson. So let's see what it looks like running. You can test the whole lesson or from any element within it. You can also test it in various browsers. The lesson title is using a CSS animation. There are over 50 available and they can be used on text and images. After a pause, the menu appears with extra buttons for navigation help, learning objectives, and exit. If we select option 1, we'll see a text screen with a few interactive areas. Navigation buttons and a progress bar are also displayed. Next is the question we looked at before. Let's get it wrong the first time.
Incorrect. Please
and
try
now
again.
right the second time. This question allows for 2 attempts.
Correct.
We now return to the main menu with that first option grayed out, indicating we finished the option. And let's exit to return to the author screen. That's a short overview of Author. The next video in the series will cover creating an element with text, graphics and video with some CSS animations.